Welcome to the Algarve again. Spencer went back yesterday and I came down last night with like the worst headache. You know, when you feel like you're coming down with something, and I was up till 4:30 with like the worst headache, chills, etc. Now I've just been having a look online at olive tea and the benefits of olive tea. Now, since I was in my 20s, I've always drank green tea. That is my go-to. I love green tea. But apparently it's a lot better than green tea. It's got 4 times the amount of vitamins. It's really good for fighting all sorts of viruses. You must really Google it. It's good for colds and flu, and also the thing apparently that we've all been locked down for over the last couple of years. So I'm going to try it. We have actually got 41 olive trees on the land, so I'm going to go out and we'll give it a whirl. We'll just see if I can get rid of this cold. So yes, I was busy today. He's trying to sort my polytunnel out. So yeah, I'm gonna make some tea, and little Belle's keeping me company. And we didn't really get to tidy up much yesterday after the guys left because I just didn't feel up to it, but they had a lovely time, which is really nice. And it's always sad to see them go. Sad to see Spencer go, but he enjoys the best of the UK and he enjoys living here as well, so he's got the best of both worlds. So obviously I want him to come and live over here, but as you saw in the last video, I think the thing that he feels that's missing is more young people. But in the Algarve, come July and August, you get loads of people from the UK over in the coast. So I think he's going to come over in July. He's going to a boom festival. I think it's a bit of a hippie festival in the middle of Portugal, and it's on for a week. So yeah, he quite fancies doing that, and he's going to come over with a few friends and probably do a bit of camping, because Mummy's bought a really large tent so they can go sleep in the on the land. So I'm going to pick some of these leaves. I was also looking, it's really good, even it says for cancer if you Google, for breast cancer and prostate cancer. So just give it a whirl. Now with I look shocking today, but I wanted to keep this channel real, and yeah, I'm full of cold, so never mind. Abes is clearing an area here. He's going to have a bonfire at some point. The weather's really turned not for the better, but we've had such a glorious week. He's going to have a lot of sand and britta delivered on Monday, so he's just clearing an area. Hopefully where Abes is, we're going to start growing things this spring, summer, autumn. And yeah, right, let's get on with making this tea. We've managed to pop in 4 trees. Spencer bought me 2 trees for Christmas, which is lovely. It'd be a really nice present to be able to receive things year after year. So he's bought me a lime tree and a little plum tree. And Abes putting the polytunnel on bricks so it doesn't rust, so he's sorting that out. Unfortunately, over Christmas my teapot from IKEA decided to break as I was pouring hot water into it, but I've still got the little metal thing, so We'll let that brew for 3 to 5 minutes, and we decided to actually keep this up. We put our little elf on there as well still, but it's so pretty, we just decided to keep it up over the pellet burner. I'm going to put the pellet burner on now. It's saying 17 degrees in here. Woo! It is a nice thing, is the pellet burner. I mean, people do get salamanders, but salamanders, you still have to get your wood from somewhere, and wood here is expensive unless you can get it off the land. We are going to put a salamander in the other ruin when we get round to doing that at some point, because we do have bits of wood, but we don't have lots of wood, so but it'll probably be enough to keep Spencer warm with his friends when they come over. On New Year's Eve, Abe,
Yeah.
we had some super good news.
Yeah, I went to the vascular surgeon about my leg.
And he was
the top surgeon
down from Lisbon to Lule.
Now I went there to confirm a date if I have to have a surgery on my leg. And what he did was he did an ultrasound on my both legs and both veins.
Because your blood clot in your leg was literally from your ankle
right
to your groin.
So I had a really big problem with my leg, and I came off my medication about a year ago.
You'd been on it for
a year, but I was getting really bad chest pains while I was on the medication. So my instincts told me to come off. So
plus you were having problems breathing, weren't you?
Yes, I had a tightness of breath. Now, if you read the medication with blood clots, it actually does state that it can cause severe problems of muscle wastage and breathing problems later on. It can be more problems than it benefits. So I came off and I went into a strict diet where I had no cheese. I came off nearly all the sugar, which thickens your blood automatically.
You have 1 cup coffee a day?
Yeah, I only 1 coffee a day, because and also at the same time I made sure that I ate very healthily.
Yeah, and plus the fact when you came off the medication, we gave you the alternative, which was vitamin E.
Yeah.
A glass of red wine.
Yeah, so I did everything I could to thin my blood down.
Oh, and a baby aspirin.
Yes, and very importantly, I had a half an aspirin.
Yeah.
Every day. And I did this religiously for, I would say, a good 11 months. At least 11 months. Well, as I progressed into it, and I also exercise, very important to do exercise. As I progressed into it, I was thinking, well, maybe it's going to get better, maybe it's going to get worse.
We were sort of thinking down the terms that you're going to have to either have your leg, your vein out, or your vein cleaned out, which they don't do here in Portugal.
Yeah, they don't do the vein cleaning. It's a very expensive process, but it's worth thinking about. But again, it comes with complications. Like many guys, I don't like surgery. I don't like hospitals. I'm afraid of needles. But when I went to the vascular surgeon, he did a full scan on me using the ultrasound to check my blood flow in my leg and everything else, and he was shocked to find the entire vein had cleaned itself. And the left leg, which is the vein on the left leg, is nearly at 100% efficient. The right leg, what had a major problem in it, is now at 75%. So he said, whatever I'm doing, he says, it's incredible. He said, you've done an amazing job, because I was getting ready for booking you in for surgery. Now the blood clot is totally dissipated, which is virtually impossible, being honest.
He scanned it 4 times.
Yeah, he scanned it 4 times to double check, and he also brought a colleague in to verify the pictures. And he says the vein is damaged, but it seems to be, he can't understand how well it's kind of self-repairing. So I've got all my stramps back in my left leg, and I've also got a lot of my stramps back in my right leg.
Yeah.
Also, I had to have I told you in earlier videos, I had to have a ultrasound on my heart as well. Because my heart, from beating very high heart rate, from 88 beats a minute, 90 beats a minute, it's gone down to 47 beats a minute now. Now, that was a concern, so they did a scan on my heart as well using ultrasound to make sure everything was fine. Heart is 100%. So again, very good news, and that was done a couple of months ago.
Yeah, and we managed to get all this through EDP, didn't we?
Yeah, and I went to EDP in Portugal, an electrical company, and it would have cost me around €250 to have a specialist come out to examine the leg.
Because he came down from Lisbon, didn't he?
Yeah, it ended up costing me around, so 100.
And that was for the scan and the consultation?
Yeah, a top consultant. So I saved over 60% of the bill. So that was a bonus. So in hindsight, I've been quite lucky, really. And the surgeon says, if you have any more problems with my leg, just come in. But he says, as far as I can see, your leg is, and your heart is in pretty good condition. Your heart is in excellent condition. A heart of someone who's extremely fit. Yeah. Hence, I've been doing workout on the land, and I'm clearing all the rocks now on the land. But big boulders. My tractor, my digger isn't fixed yet, but it is after New Year, so I expect things to be still quite slow. So I'll be doing everything by hand, and I'm doing a floating rock base for the polytunnel to sit on. So I'm not going to put a foundation down for the polytunnel because of the agricultural reasons, but I'm going to sit the stones on the ground, above ground level, level it all out, and make sure the metalwork is not sitting on the floor and it's raised. So that will also give height advantage for the greenhouse for Angela, and at the same time I will enjoy doing the stonework, because I do enjoy products like this. And I'm using nearly all the materials on the land. Again, this is keeping costs down and using what is available. Yeah. And on that news, great new year. Well, you're more godlike than ever before, aren't you now? Well, I always knew that I was unusual. Yeah, but I mean, it's like, we're just so happy, but there's one thing that you're going to have to listen to your wife this time. Drink plenty of water.
When you are pouring with sweat, which you do out here, and you're doing renovation work or any work outside, you have to drink a lot of water. 4 to 5 litres.
But on the good side, I'm in tip-top condition. I've had my full survey done, on my body, and I'm very happy. Very happy. Now I'm going to go out and buy some rebar to put some pointing posts in, ready for doing all the levelling out work. Yeah, that's really good. These beautiful spring-like flowers are starting to shoot up, and apparently it's called African Valerian, Horn of Plenty, and they're absolutely gorgeous. Just look at them. And the bees and the butterflies love them. Look, I don't know if you can pick up, there's a little bee over there. They're just busily going in and out. In fact, there's quite a few. Even though it's overcast today, it's still really quite warm. I think it's about 18 degrees. There's a butterfly over there. You see? Little cabbage white. So pretty. And obviously you've got the oxyalis, the yellow flowers, and the daisies coming up. So you're probably wondering, am I better with the olive tea? Well, I'm certainly not any worse for now. I'm up and about. So yeah, it could be working. I've just picked some more. Look how tiny that little girl is.